sheet. Now that you speak, whispers and sheet. Now that you speak.
Here we go.
What's up guys, so today you join me from the driver's seat of a 2007 ST. Now it's been around a year since I've driven one of these Mark 6 Fiesta ST, so I wanted to revisit one. Now straight away jumping in this car, I'm always blown away at how nice the seats are in these. This one has the full leather heated front seats as well. It is an absolutely fantastic optional extra to get on this car. Although very comfortable, they're really supportive, especially through the turns. They've got a nice little bucket seat feel at the sides. Ooh, it sounds good, doesn't it? So this is Connor's car. He's 20 years old and he bought it when he was 19. And he bought it with 30,000 miles on it, which is insane. So in the year that he's had this car, he's changed a couple of bits on it, smartened the front end up to the gloss black grills, and he's done 23,000 miles in it as well, which is a good testament to how good these little cars are. Although being really nice and comfortable, they still have that sporty edge to them. The one thing I like about this generation ST is they seem relatively timeless in their looks, I think. They're still very contemporary looking, even being, you know, 10 years old like this one is. Now I must admit, one of the first things I did when I jumped in this car was put the heated seat on. It's bloody freezing today, and they work absolutely fantastically. Very quick to warm your bum up. Now although this is a Fiesta, so it's a relatively small model in the Ford range, it's still relatively spacious in here. You've got more than enough leg room, you've got more than enough arm room, so it's still comfortable. You're not sort of crammed into a small car. Now these are the 2-litre Zetec engine producing around 150 brake horsepower from standard. This one has a stage 1 remap, takes it a little bit over. Now we won't claim figures obviously, but you know, it'll be a little bit over 150 brake horsepower now. It also has a Miltec 4:1 manifold going into a Miltec non-resonated centre section into a custom back box, which gives some fantastic pops and bangs as you sort of let off. Make some good pops and bangs. So, first gear. Oh, it sounds fantastic as you go through the gear. The car absolutely roars with that Miltec front and centre section with the custom back box. The car is also lowered 25mm on springs. Gives a real good feel to the car. Not too crashy and not too low as well. Obviously, you know, being a daily driver, you don't want the car to be too low as you're driving around. So guys, let's have a quick look around this Ford Fiesta ST. Now, straight away, the colour of the paint, I am a big fan of. These look fantastic in white. Really shows off the fact that it's an ST. The bulged out arches you get across the sides, the bit of side skirt, and at the front you have the ST front bumper. The fog lights, the front sort of mesh here and the mesh at the top have been painted in gloss black. You have this R composite front splitter. Really gives the car a bit more of a racing stance from the front. I do really like these splitters on these cars. Coming round, you have the Mark 2 RS Bonnet Vents cut into the bonnet there in gloss black. Come around the side of the car, you have the ST original wheels in gloss black. I do like the colour combination from the black wheels and the tinted windows on the white paint. Come around the back of the car, you have this R composite rear splitter diffuser just at the bottom there. You also have the 4:1 to non-resonated Miltec centre exhaust system into a custom back box just there. Jumping inside the car, very clean car for its age. Obviously only 53,000 miles on this one. It has these fantastic leather ST seats with ST embroidered just at the top there. Heated as well, the heated button is just down here. Very, very good. That I like the fact that this ST, you know, a smaller hatchback, has leather, comfortable heated seats in it. Very nice size steering wheel as well, with the ST logo just there, and an ST white gear gator down there, and white center console. Now I think overall with this car, the looks are absolutely fantastic for its age. 07 plate, so it means it's 10 years old now. It still looks really good. Parts are relatively cheap for these as well. I think you can modify them on a budget if you need to. And, you know, insurance-wise, I think for the younger driver, I spoke to the owner, Connor. He's paying just shy of 1,500 quid for this at 19 years old when he bought the car. So that's not too bad, in my opinion. You know, down to where you live, how bad you've been and stuff through driving and stuff. That will, you know, sort of differ. But I think, you know, on the whole of it, I think this is a relatively cheap way to have a fun, fast car that's really, really comfortable as well. That's the bit that shocked me the most. The fact that these seats, the driving position, the way it drives is so nice. So, you know, I think if you're starting to drive and you want something a little bit faster and a little bit more exciting, this is something to look at. This car turns in absolutely fantastically through the corners. Pops and bangs coming out the back of it as well. Very responsive, this engine as well in this car. You know, the 2-litre Zetec engine is very responsive as you sort of crest over. So say we're in second gear, 3,000 RPM. You punch it and it just sings straight away. Very, very responsive from the naturally aspirated 2-litre engine. Fantastic note coming out the back from that exhaust system. Very, very responsive. I do like it, and you're able to blip the car really easily as well. What I really like is the steering as well. It's very sort of light, but it's got a lot of feel to it. So when you do sort of tip it in, the car responds very quickly to what you want it to do. And you can just blip down all day long. I think this makes a good little B-roader. Very poised, very responsive through all the gears. Responsive from the steering as well. She loves the red line. She revs right round. She loves it. You can also feather the throttle very, very easily to get all them pops and bangs coming out the back. Awesome. So what are my overall thoughts on this car? Well, I love that it's chuckable. I love the fact that it's very poised through the corners. You punch it on the way out, the car absolutely roars as well with the pops and bangs coming out on the overrun. It's a very, very good car to drive this. I really, really do like it. And it's very comfortable as well and affordable. You got to remember affordability with this car. They're around £2,000–3,000 these days, and that's for an alright one with good mileage. So I think, you know, if it's something you're interested in, definitely go and find a good one. And I'm a little bit more swayed to the white as well. I do really, really like the white in this shaped Fiesta. It makes a good little B-roader. It makes a fantastic first or second car. And, you know, this car is part of the Ford community. You know, I really, really like the Ford community. It's a good little car, this. I like it. So there we are, guys. If you're in the market for something like this, go and check one out. They're very, very easy to modify and cheap to modify, in my opinion. And they're great cars to drive, and they're comfy. The comfort levels is the bit that shocked me the most, especially with this one. With the heated, full leather seats, that's the option I would buy. Leave your comments in the comment section below. What do you think of this car? Do you think it's a good first or second car? If you have one of these in your teens and early 20s, let me know if any problems and prices If you've had insurance quotes, let me know in the comments. So guys, I'd like to thank you all for watching. Make sure you head over to fydapparel.com, cop yourself some FYD merch, and we'll see you all on the next video. Cheers guys.